If you have about 5 million naira to put aside from your daily spendings, expenses, whatever it is, then perhaps you're already in the money and you already know that Stanbic IBTC Capital Limited is the arranger and dealer of the current series 11, 12, and 13 of Dangote Cement commercial paper. This industrial giant is looking to raise 50 billion naira. The commercial paper opened yesterday and will be closing tomorrow. So that's the stories from part of the story from the debt market. The settlement today to be Friday, July the 12th. If you have such money, minimum subscription, 5 million naira. If Dangote Cement is looking for money, then you need deep pockets to be part of it. So this for those of you who already know how to, if you have money, then you know how to make money. But it's a bit of a, yes, it's Monday was quiet. Tuesday looked a little bit better on the fixed income market. So let me ask Choma Udu, who is a fixed income dealer at GT Bank, to bring us up to speed, give us a sense of Tuesday market and what's on the radar for today. Choma, good morning. Welcome to the show.
Good morning, boss, and thank you for having me.
It's good to see you. Always bubbling, ready to go on the show. I love that when I have guests like you. Great. So, yesterday it looks a little bit better than Monday in terms of the secondary market. Are you guys warming up for an increased trading, the treasuries and the Naira bond windows for the week?
We've seen continued bullish sentiment in the market as we still have liquidity in the system. So we've seen a lot of pressure at the short end of the curve. Speaking to the T-bills markets, we've seen rates moderate about 10 basis points across the three tenors, mid, short, and the long tenor. Today, liquidity still persists, and we just see investors, reinvestments. We're going to see a lot of liquidity play in the market today.
Okay, I'm just looking at, you talk about the short end of the treasury bill curve. So yesterday, bills maturing 8th of August at 9.10%.
Yeah, that's because of the interest we've seen. So you see, if there's a lot of interest at the particular spectrum of the curve, you see yields moderate. However, we still expect a lot of liquidity to come into the system tomorrow. About 91 billion is going to mature from the OMO auction. Hopefully, we'll hope that CBN is going to come in and try to mop that up. That will help the yields in the system.
So if you give me a bit of an outlook for the rest of the week, how do you think liquidity will play out when all these FAC inflows and matured bonds from Naira bond from the DMO keep coming in? Do you think we're going to end up like with so much heavy liquidity as we did last week?
Well, there's going to be a lot of liquidity in the coming weeks. What is going to happen is that we're going to see a lot of lending from banks. Banks are going to commence to lend to customers. We're also going to see a lot of interest in the debt markets, especially the bonds and the T-bills market, and also interest in the commercial papers being floated by blue chip companies right now.
Yes, that's where Dangote Cement is doing a 50 billion.
Yes, we're going to see interest in that space as well.
So you think right now investors and you dealers are interested in this type of high-yielding commercial papers as we're looking at it now? Is that it?
Like you said, Boasso and high yielding, I think the play for any investors is to get the best of anything, any investment that they try to participate in. So we're going to weigh our options. I think a lot of investors are going to play shorts just in case there's any sense of yields trading up so that they can quickly rejig their portfolio and then enjoy the high yielding assets.
Yes, and I know you folks are getting ready for the next MPC.
We're waiting. We hope we expect that the MPC is going to keep all the indices, leave them unchanged. We are going to get a clearer picture of how the CBN is going to implement their plan, their 5-year plan. We're going to get a clearer picture there, and then we're going to get a clearer picture on the regulation as advised by CBN, on the recent regulation as advised by CBN.
Yes, thank you so much, Choma Udu from GT Bank. Let's get together again anytime soon. Thank you so much. Live to us from
Thank you,
FMDQ
Boston.
Exchange Place. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. Thank you. Let's go over to the stock market, and it's not looking good for the early trade. The stock market general index is down about 1% this morning. That's not some particularly good news. 24 hours or less than that after Airtel Africa cross-listing. Temple Ashaju is back here. Temple will talk about, let's spend the last minute to talk about football, but then let's talk about this. The market is not taking off on a very good note this morning so far.
Yes, it's not, and we're seeing a serious dip in the share price of Airtel that got some 10% yesterday. It's down by about 10%, 9.99% precisely. So all of those gains that we saw yesterday have actually been eroded in the market. Conversely, we're seeing some gains on the share price of MTN. So it boils down to what we were talking about earlier, that you see a bit of portfolio rebalancing.
Temple, the fight, the big fight has started. Temple, let's have the fight.
1 minute,
Temple,
1% now.
Temple, the fight has started.
Competition is here.
Yeah, this little side. So
that's what we're saying.
I warned you, Temple, this fight is going to get a lot. And I'm sure big boys like Dangote Cement will be standing by and looking at MTN and Airtel slug it out. Very nice one, nice one. I understand. I love the corporate.
Exactly.
Yes. So 10% on the listing day, you wake up the following morning, the morning after, some folks just quickly took some profits, isn't it? Very smart guy.
Yeah. Well, but if you look at the markets, generally, things have not been looking too good because a lot of investors have actually been waiting for a sense of direction of the federal authorities, the fiscal authorities, policymakers. They haven't really heard anything. There hasn't been appointment of some people, you know, as things often play out, you know, when the new administration comes on board. And so they want to hear the names of ministers, you know, who's in charge of trade and investment and industry, for example, the Minister of Finance, where's he coming for? Does he have any allegiance or some kind of relationship with some kind of companies before? That way they can take position on some companies. But generally, prices are really, really low. And of course, we know that some smart investors are still keen into the low price opportunities that they have.
Yes, and is this surprising to you, Tempo? Yesterday, both Access Bank and Union Bank denied that they are dating and they are planning any corporate wedlock. But this morning, this is the shares of Union Bank climbing.
Yeah.
Sometimes I wonder how the market works.
It is very, very surprising.
It's a fly. So we're not going out together, we're doing nothing. Then suddenly the share price just move up.
Yeah. Well, Bossy, you know, again, a lot of smart analysts, traders here do valuations of numbers and see how low those prices have gone. If it's good enough for entry, they'll do it. And so if it rises to a level that they think they can exit, they will do it as well. If you notice, Union Bank has actually been trading at some 6 naira 48 kobo for at that resistance level for quite some time now, for weeks. So I think if you look at it and do the numbers, your calculations very well, it provides an entry opportunity. And some folks will look at the reason why it's moved. If they're not too sure, then they key into it, and the smart guys move out again. It's the way the market
we have about 1 minute. Sorry to cut you. We have about 1 minute to wrap up the show. If Super Eagles is listed on the stock exchange tonight, is the quarterfinals with South Africa. So, do you think the share price of Nigeria's Super Eagles by now will be in very hot demand?
My take on that is that sports, football precisely, is a religion in Nigeria. Some people will buy no matter what, whether it's going up or it's going up, whether they're gaining or they're losing, whether they're the first to lose out of AFCON or not. A lot of people will buy for the gains that is in the future.
I give up. I don't know where the shrine is for Super Eagles, but I know it's on television. So tonight, let's get together and worship as those who want to worship football. Tonight, 8 p.m., get in front of your TV set. Channel's news is at 10 o'clock. That'll be after the match, so you had all the time. But don't miss our news track at 8 p.m. before the match gets started and all of that. So see you tomorrow again, everyone. Thank you so much. I'll see you again in the next 24 hours. That's after the match.